Hey family, welcome back to CorpersVibez, the show where we spotlight the stories of Nigeria's vibrant, bold, and outspoken core members. I'm your girl, Nabilat, and today we're diving deep into something real, raw, and relatable. You've seen the video, you've heard the buzz, and if you're a Corper, you've probably got a strong opinion about it. Yep, we're talking about Raye the Corper, the young woman who broke the internet with one bold video, and in doing so, sparked a national conversation. Was she wrong? Was she brave? Or was she just being human? Let's find out.
I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a... It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out to a certain location with your friends, and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the is even going on? Literally, I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired, and I just want our money to count for something. And when is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth, but we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. Food needs to start one place. The economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired. It's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to buy, to just keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick and I'm so tired of this, and I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
That's the clip that shook the camp, stirred the internet, and sent the NYSC officials scrambling. Depending on who you ask, Raye is either an icon or an example. So let's break it down. Section 1. Who is Raye? Raye is just like most of us, a young Nigerian graduate, full of dreams, ideas, and energy. She was serving her country, posted to cert state if known, rocking her khaki, and living the corper life. But one day she posted a video. Maybe it was a rant, maybe a dance, maybe a message about NYSC conditions, but it went viral. People shared it. People debated it. And the NYSC, let's just say, they weren't too happy.
I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI, and for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And I'm in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC corper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And this is, I will literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a government, for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYSC government, NYSC secretariat, or NYSC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys something, NYSC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and you like, maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know. NYSC, they have my house address and they are started calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening, and it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed and my bank account is going to zero and I still have to live every day. And I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation. And instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid. Why did you do that to Tinubu? Take down that video. You did this, you did that. I just want you guys to know that this is what the NYC board are doing. And in case anything happens to me, because they have my address, you guys know who to hold accountable.
The NYSC bylaws are strict when it comes to public image. Posting on social media in uniform, risky. Criticizing the scheme, riskier. Doing both, that's a recipe for drama. But let's pause. What exactly did Raye say or do that was wrong? Was it disrespectful or just expressive? Let's be honest, core members have been using social media for years to talk about their experiences, but some go viral, and the system suddenly calls it indiscipline. Is it the message or the spotlight that bothers them? Section 3. The double standard. Let's not pretend. If Raye had posted a smiling selfie with a DG or governor, nobody would bat an eye. In fact, they'd probably repost it on NYSC's page. But when a corper shows the hard part, the struggles, the boredom, the poor conditions, the mental stress, suddenly it's unbecoming of a core member. That's the double standard. We're expected to be patriotic but silent, to serve but not question, to smile but not speak. But we're not robots in khaki. We're people. And sometimes speaking out is survival. Section 4. The backlash and the support.
And for those of you on social media, and those of you who are all over the world, stop criticizing Nigeria. Stop criticizing our leaders. We need a break, okay? Stop criticizing us. We need a break. All right, that's my only request. Give us a break. We're a young country. Some countries are 300-400 years old. We make mistakes, but stop insulting our leaders and stop criticizing us.
I really, really appreciate what she did, and that's why I followed her. And I was surprised at her immense courage as well. We were worried that she might succumb to pressure, but that did not happen.
So talking about pressure, she made a post on Instagram where she said she's ashamed, she's unhappy, in her words, that she could not continue the 30-day run because it was at day 3 that she had to stop because of the development, of course. So I'd like to know, since you are with her, are you aware the corner those threats are coming from and what they are?
Yes, I'm aware. I think the senator from her constituency has been putting pressure on her.
To what?
To stop. Someone had called her also, or called her lawyers. They called her directly. That the chief of staff to the president would like to see her. And they were planning to bring her to Abuja, maybe to come and do some PR with her. But she refused. And we told her to stay calm and stay on course, that this is going to be a long one. And after she refused all these pressures, they started slut-shaming her. You know, they started distributing her photographs, showing that they're trying to prove that her lifestyle is not in tandem with what her complaints are about, or that because she's who she is, the way she dresses, her public expression, that she cannot be a moral voice. Well, you know what that game is, just to silence her and shut her down.
But it doesn't look like she will keep quiet anytime soon.
Well, that's why I said I was surprised, because I've seen one of her videos where she responded to the people who have been trying to shut her down. And I hope she stays the course, and we are with her. And others who are speaking out wherever they might be, whether you're a corper, a soldier, policeman, we are with you at this time and beyond now. But I'm glad that Nigerians stood by her. And I also want to urge people to continue their 30-day rant and make sure that they do it in her honor, even though she has decided that she should not continue.
But I haven't seen your rant.
I don't rant. You know, I take action, serious action. So, but there has to be different levels of action, of resistance. I've passed that stage where I rant. You know, if I'm upset about something, I'll go do what I have to do.
So you think that she does not owe the NYSC nor the government an apology?
No, what has to happen? It is the NYSC that is owing her an apology. And it is the Nigerian government that is owing her a listening ear. The woman who called to threaten her, we will have to look at that, the legality of that, and the possible legal consequence for that. We cannot accept for Nigeria to be a banana republic. Right? Because even under the act, what is the worst that they can do? What is the worst that they can do? Assuming that a court member even violates the bylaw. Maybe 1 month extension. But in this case, she has not even violated anything. And you are calling to threaten her. The woman is not the spokesperson of President Tinubu. If somebody says Tinubu is a terrible president, is that not a statement of facts for which millions of Nigerians are in agreement? Nigeria is going through a very difficult phase, but you are spending billions, and they keep saying, oh, be patriotic, love Nigeria. Core members should love Nigeria. But the president is so patriotic that he needed a new aircraft to be able to fly around. They are so patriotic, he had to spend billions to build a new lodge for the vice president. Who is paying for the lodge that core members are staying? Who is paying for the transport fare that core members are using to go to work?
So you could hear the voice of one of the board members. They even told her to shut up, that she should bring down the video. Well, the person that called her is one of all those people that Fela Anikulapo Kuti sang about, suffering and smiling. They are all those people that it is their generation that put us in this place where we are. Maybe if they were talking in their generation, maybe Nigeria will not be like this. But I can beat my chest to tell you that person will call her. There's no way that person is not corrupt. Because as a board member, let's start with the money that was promised to the NYSC Corpers. Are you sure you are not part of the people that collected part of that money and kept quiet? Secondly, I want to even know the importance of Corpers in Nigeria for how many years now? Because if people keep having corpers, no work for them to do, I don't even know why they even go youth service for Nigeria. I don't even know why people go for that 1 year youth service. Taiwan, if they go, they find work or go, they learn trade. When I go use and spend for inside youth service, at the end of the day, when I'll come outside, nothing for now to do. Now, a lot of people are saying that they bash the girl, say, why the girl talks in Lagos, they smell. Why the girl talks in, listen to me. If Lagos was sent in, like China, where I'm in now, the girl will not say it's smelling. You wake up in the morning, they don't increase price of this one. You wake up in the morning, they don't increase price of this one. Always they tell us now, say, hey, it's going to be better. I don't know, they complain. When I leave that girl, when I leave all of them, they sort the girl for Corper. Madam Board of Director for Corper. Many to not do that girl.
NYSC has rules and she should know better. She swore an oath, so she should know better. There are things you don't involve yourself with. She's just a spoiled brat. These are the comments I've been seeing everywhere. I tell you, if you want to join politics, Nigeria is the best place for you. Do you know why? It's like see they are putting in charge of animals. Because instead of them to fight the people that put them in a cage, we're fighting themselves. Why are we even debating if she's right or wrong here? Because oh sure, people right. Let's talk facts first. Leave that she's the core member. Did she lie? No, let's ask about the matter that happened with Senator Natasha as well. The issue went beyond Senator Natasha having proof or not. It was about the Senate conduct, the system that they have set into place and how dangerous it is. The fact that her petition was swept under the rug and she suffered for it. And I'll be there bragging that with a chest pain, like she said. Which stupid pain are we chesting? Somebody will comment, why is the girl taking Uber? That's how poverty have eaten you people at that poverty bar. The fact that after calling out bad government, it takes somebody in power to call her to take down the video. You're not saying that this is not democracy. You're not saying that you don't have right to say a thing. Now look at the social media space.
That core member that came out to say that President Tinubu is a terrible president should be arrested, yes, and prosecuted. Because Nigerians, you guys are ungrateful and you are insatiable. Research has shown that a lot of beautiful things have happened in this President Tinubu's era. Look at it, for example. This tenure, we have the lowest cases of eye problems. Why? Oh, beer that you cannot afford Gary now. Gary is expensive. Who made that possible? President Tinubu. Accidents have greatly reduced in this tenure. Why? Because you cannot get fuel to be walking around anyhow. Who made it possible? Tinubu, of course. Unwanted pregnancy has greatly reduced. Who made it possible? President Tinubu. Why? Because you cannot afford to carry Uber to go and do Agbere. Where you go see money? Where you go see money? So if you are ungrateful to Tinubu, I don't know what to say to you.
1,000 naira cannot even buy you meat again. Everybody here can testify to that.
This is where I'm living. This is where I am living because of Tinubu regime.
Living in Nigeria is so hard.
My father died because there was no bed in a government hospital.
Because it's a very smelly state. It smells.
Me will be saying I dey sleep with night wear before see. I dey use Rapana because everything is expensive. If you buy pure water, you guys drink remain because pure water is night. I think it's 15 naira, be 17 naira. Pure water of 10 naira, be 5 naira before. If 300, no, if you buy one Indomie again, safe. Indomie of 30 naira. You be like say they triple them. They just. I support the girl with my own food chest too because everything is not expensive.
I stand with her that though what she said, everything she said is the truth. We all know is the truth. But the fact still remains that she did insult the president. She said, Mr. President, I don't think there's anybody that has done a terrible job. But Mr. President, you are a terrible. She made us wait. Hold on now. But she did say the whole issue here is that what she did actually is an insult to the president. Even if we know, yes. What he is. We know. Not even you can admit him. But yes. See, hold on. It's not about whether what she did is in her right or it's not in her right. What she did actually is an insult to the president. Even if we all stand by her, even if we all know. Thank you. Even if we all know.
Thank you.
Capital punishment, because that was what he said. And I think it is, probably if you Google it, capital punishment is killing someone, right? And I still wonder if under democracy, we are still talking about capital punishment. Look, the girl said, you are a terrible president. One of the things I think we should also understand is, he did not say you are a terrible person. That means he's talking about his office. And we must, please, we must differentiate the office of the person from the personality of the person. And so if he says you're a terrible president, that could actually also be said that your leadership has a problem. It is not you. Now, sorry, my brother that works with NYSC. Now, please, it is important that you know that if you have a staff and your staff notice your product is bad and harmful to the people, whether you are paying your staff 50 billion and he speaks to you and say this product is harmful and you refuse and he speaks out, my brother, all of us go beat you.
When I saw this video, the first thing that came to my mind was pain. Truly, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I actually cried because this is something that every single Nigerian is experiencing. I'm about to finish school in July, right? And I keep thinking, because I'm searching for houses, I'm searching for places to stay in other cities, and it's so crazy how expensive even the simplest self-con is. When you reach our turn to pay bills, that's when everything has tripled in price. Let's not even talk about the price of school fees. How much is school fees for a federal university? Can you please tell me? Over 150,000 naira school fees. That was like when I entered school fee was about 30k. Job opportunities are reduced. Things have increased in the market. You cannot find meat for 1,000 naira, and don't even lie. How much is a carton of Indomie? I'm sure you don't know because you don't buy it. Can you remember these biscuits? Spices. It was about 12 inside and it was 50 naira. Now it's 5 inside for 150 naira. Every single day you go to the market, sardine has increased price. Today sardine is this amount. Tomorrow sardine is 1.5. Another day sardine is 2,000. Can we talk about Nutri-Milk? Nutri-Milk was 250 naira. Now Nutri-Milk is almost entering 1.5. Can we talk about the bag of water that is now 400 naira? Can we talk about a crate of egg that is almost 8,000? Can we talk about apartments that cost more than you can spend in a year? Can we talk about self-con being so expensive? Why are you telling me a self-con is 800,000 naira to 1.5 million and it's not even modern self-con? Then if you want modern, you should up your budget. Can we talk about the price of fuel? Can we talk about how fuel, like why is fuel price so expensive? Why is fuel so expensive? I remember a time fuel was 65 naira. Why am I saying 4 digits? Can we talk about the price of transportation? How in cities like Lagos or Abuja, if you want to take maybe how many minutes transport, you're paying over 20,000 naira for transport. Can we talk about the insecurity that has increased because of how the cost of living is? And the funny part is that we have it in our heads. We have already internalized and we have accepted that for the next 5 years, Tinubu is going to be in seats. We've already accepted that there's not going to be an election. There's nothing like democracy. Because lots of people have already put it in their mind they're not going to vote. Because the last voting, what did you do? What did you do? How did we reach this point? Now she's being threatened. Nothing is going to happen to that.
After the video went viral, the reactions were intense. Some people dragged Raye, called her names, said she lacked discipline. Others defended her, praising her courage, her creativity, and her refusal to be silenced. And you know what? Both sides had points. But the bigger question is, what does this say about us as a society? Why do we silence young voices when they speak truth? Why do we punish expression instead of listening? And most importantly, why does a scheme created to promote unity and growth still fear transparency? The people have spoken, and the voices are not all in one direction. Some are angry, some are inspired, some are just confused. But at the heart of it all, one thing is clear. Raye made us talk. And sometimes that's more powerful than following every rule. Section 5, lessons from who we learn from this. 1. Social media is powerful. One post can shake the whole table, so use it wisely. 2. Your uniform is not a muzzle. You have rights. Freedom of expression is in the Constitution, but use it with wisdom, not recklessness. 3. NYSC needs to evolve. The world is changing. Youths are louder, braver, and more connected than ever. If the system doesn't grow with us, it'll get left behind. To Raye, if you're watching this, we see you. You've started a conversation bigger than yourself. And we hope you keep shining, because courage like yours is rare. To the NYSC, we reached out for comments regarding Raye's situation. But as usual, we were met with silence. This isn't just about one girl. It's about thousands of core members who are tired of being ignored. And to you, watching this, if you're facing backlash, mistreatment, or being silenced for telling your truth, please, reach out to us. This is your platform. This is your safe space. That's it for today's episode of CorpersVibez. I'm your girl, Nabilat, your sister in khaki, and I'll always say it like it is. Like, comment, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, Keep vibing, keep speaking, and keep serving with truth.